still ill. This time I've gotten something else. It's great fun. I don't get sick. They had my ass whooped like 1 week after another's. Anyway. Smoking doesn't help. But I do it anyway. You want to know why? Because I look so goddamn cool doing it. No. Some of you may know Shonda or know of Shonda. She's the woman I went with to Otakon, not this past August, but the August before that. Our plan was to go to Otakon this past August, but there was some scheduling snafus, and as a result, we didn't go. But for those of you that went for the 05 Otakon, she was the one walking around at one point, dressed up as Quill. Which was not entirely my doing, actually. But she she's stood by me a good long while. When I've had, when I had my down times in the past, about 5 years ago. But the point of all of that, I love doing comics. Quill was actually created back in 1994. So she was created well before I met Shonda. But seeing her walk around as Quill at the convention, it made me think about how much I would love to do something that isn't based in comics. I've always wanted to do animated or live action versions of some of my stuff. And there has been loose talk over the last 3 or 4 months about putting together a web-based original series that would follow Quill and Hark and the rest of that crew. before everything that's going on in Soon right now. You know, like 5-minute episodes here, 10-minute episodes there, you know. Most of it would be like, you know, 45, 50 minutes long, you know. But, you know, if there was a story that only took like, you know, that would only take like 10 minutes to tell, there would be one out there that was only 10 minutes long. You know, the freedom of not having to fit into a time slot. I like the idea. She likes the idea. Though, honestly, I think she's a little bit nervous about the idea. Unfortunately, you know, it's one of those things where I would love to write it, but it's not feasible. We've talked about it. You know, it always comes back to the same thing. You know, if you want to do a slice of life story when you have almost no money, you're perfect. You're great. You know, you can use people's houses and apartments as sets. When you have things based in present day, you got everything you need all around you. When you're basing something, you know, 700 years or so down the road, I mean, I know there are programs out there for CG modeling and stuff, which would make it easier, but even if I had access to the programs, my brain doesn't do well with designing stuff on the computer. That's why I don't do my art in the computer. I do it by hand. I'll scan it in, I'll touch it up in the computer, but the whole idea of like modeling three-dimensional ships, I mean, I can design them, I can draw them, but splines and NURBS and all that other sort of shit, I have no fucking clue. I mean, you know, I think it'd be a really cool thing to do, but there's that, and then there's also the fact that there's no place to build sets. It's not like we have access to a warehouse or, you know, some empty building, or even one of those, you know, big metal car sheds, you know, carports type things that, you know, you see advertisements on TV for, that you can just throw in your backyard. We don't have access to that stuff, so we can't build stuff like sets. And Quill's ship, the bridge alone is just, would be fucking complicated as hell to build, especially when you're working with a budget of 0. So, you know, maybe one day. We have a couple ideas for some, you know, more present day based stuff, but we'll see how that comes. I'm not as great with writing that kind of thing as I am, you know, with doing starships and epic battles and technobabble. Yeah.